What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford.
Check this out, you guys, a test car. I wonder what this could be. Oh, that's a Charger for sure. It's so hard when they cover it in
fake bumpers and camouflage and shit.
Pretty much. I'm going with an SUV with Charger headlights. So basically a Durango, but it's very quiet, so maybe a hybrid.
So a hybrid Charger Durango SUV wagon thing.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog and thank you for tuning in. I think I've kind of narrowed down what I'm buying for my first supercar. I'm debating between a Lamborghini 580-2 Huracan or a Ferrari 458. But I couldn't find anywhere to test drive a Huracan 582, so my good friend Robin is actually letting me drive his 580. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is killer. What a crazy garage. You guys, maybe I should just get a 4-post lift for my garage. Speaking of garage, we need to find a new shop and it's gonna happen soon. Oh. Okay, that sounds really good. So the cool thing about this is that it is a bone stock 580-2. Obviously I have friends that have 580s, but they're twin turboed, so I didn't feel like that was a fair test drive for our first car. This sounds too good to be a stock exhaust. Is this really
Yeah,
stock
it's
exhaust?
stock exhaust.
You're not lying to me?
I'm not lying to you.
You just told me you never launched your Lamborghini?
I never launched it.
You gotta do that.
No, I didn't find any point to do it. The car's fast enough as it is. Why would you want to launch it?
Well, then you can leave, you know, tire marks on the road. Right out front of your house, too.
Yeah, I'm 50 years old.
I'm gonna be like the 80-year-old still leaving. We also have Manu's 610-4 outside. Very beautifully done. I contemplated doing a 610, but I think I'm looking for something rear-wheel drive. We're gonna follow him because he knows the roads out here. I'm gonna hop inside of this in order to really get a feel for this car. I'm excited. Oh yes, man, I really do like the feel of this Lamborghini. I'll tell you what.
They were saying though they're like the 458's way easier to get in and out of.
Well, we'll see because I'm gonna go check out a 458 right after this. I didn't watch a lot of reviews on the two cars. I'm gonna do that after I drive them because I really wanted to have an unbiased opinion between the two. My first time driving a bone stock 582. Oh my goodness, 5.2 liter V10. 580 horsepower, 398 foot-pounds of torque. Most people, when they think of the Huracans, they think of the 610-4, which is the all-wheel drive model. The 610 and the 580 actually have the same motor. The 580 is detuned. They're very comparable to the 458. They're both mid-engine, the exact same torque, almost the same horsepower. Do I get a Lamborghini? Do I get a Ferrari? This is definitely attracts the kids, I'll tell you that. So I'm not here to compare the 582 to the 610-4. I'm also not a car review channel, you guys. I'm just shopping for a car, but this is the perfect opportunity to show you side by side the difference in the rear bumper from the 580 and the 610 versus the front bumper of the 580 versus the front bumper of the 610. If I went with the 580, I would probably do, I don't know if I'd go wide body kit, but I'd swap out the front and rear bumpers to make it look a little bit more aggressive.
What am I asking? I'm asking if you want to drive the 610.
I feel like that's a bad idea. It's a little out of my price range. Cost is one thing that I'm considering when I go between the 458 or the 580. And I feel like I'll fall in love with this.
Unless you like to drift, and I know you love to drift.
I do like to drift too. That's the other thing, is that I really wanted something rear wheel drive.
Right.
So looking at the 0 to 60 times of the 580, I did find that it was 3.4 seconds. I'm also looking at the 458 and that one also says it's 3.4 seconds as well, so I don't know if I'm finding misinformation or that's actually true, that the 0 to 60 on the same cars are identical. I then looked up the quarter mile times and then I found that the 580, its quarter mile time is 11.4 while the 458 is 11.3. Now the 610 is just so much faster, but I'm not even going to compare that because I'm looking at something rear-wheel drive and I'm also looking at the value, and that's something different that's interesting about the supercars is, you know, I buy a 240 and it doesn't really necessarily go up in value. I guess it has over the past 10 years. That's a terrible example, but I buy a Huracan, I buy a Ferrari, I do a wide body kit, I can actually sell it for a lot more because they actually appreciate in value. I'm definitely not looking to buy a brand new model. This one behind me is a 2019. I'd probably be looking at getting an older 582 just to kind of keep the cost down and I can upgrade and mod from there. If I get a Huracan, we already know I'm gonna twin turbo it. If I get a 458, I'll probably just do exhaust, maybe a wide body, but keep the engine stock for the most part because I don't want to do like a ridiculous build that I don't want to end up dailing on a day-to-day basis. So that's something something else to keep in mind. Do I want something that I'm gonna mod? Do I want something that I'm gonna keep more on the stock side? Then that leads straight into the reliability factor. Is it gonna be reliable if I mod it? That's kind of why I took off McLaren off my list. I really wanted to humor a 5.7 ES, but at the same time, I don't want to deal with a bunch of check engine lights. I don't want to deal with having to bring the car in all the time. I want something that I can romp on. You guys know how I drive my cars. That's kind of what my key factors are that I'm looking at when it actually comes to purchasing a supercar. Let me pop the front and let's see how much room there is back up there. It's a little small. Anyway. Definitely don't think I'm gonna be picking up car parts inside of this car, I'll tell you that. You know, maybe not even groceries. Let's see how the hatch looks like now. Did this come with a forged carbon cover?
It's standard stock, right? So that's why I made the wing to match it.
I like this. I think if I got a 580, I'd have to do the wing also. I liked that you did this a lot. All right, all right, all right. Let's drive this. And let's actually rip this. I promised him I wouldn't do any launches. It's a low mileage Huracan. I get it. So we're gonna do a couple rolls with this car. Really see how she feels. You know, Lamborghini gave me the Evo and I love driving that car. I really wanted one. The problem is it's out of my price range. These 582s, they're at almost a peak high right now when it comes to price ranges, and honestly about 50K more than the 458, and that's a lot of money. Right now finding these anywhere from 200 to 220K online with low mileage, and I could find a 458 right now for about, you know, 160. So that's definitely something to think about. But all right.
This one has cup holders.
A cup holder, yes.
A cup holder.
All right, fighter jet.
Fighter jet. Scalpel.
Oh, this does need an exhaust though. It's not even my car and I'm already talking about modding it. I feel like I'm in a Star Wars like battleship right now.
Definitely pulls.
Oh, this pulls. What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford.
I thought I knew what I was gonna buy, and now I don't know.
I was holding on to something.
Stop, please don't go past second gear.
Really?
Yeah.
Good thing you weren't in this car then.
Yeah. It was like a roller coaster ride. I'm like, oh, I can't do a roller coaster ride.
No, that's noticeably faster. I was trying to ease into it when we're coming off at the light, but like at least when we did the roll, like that's still noticeably faster.
Noticeable faster.
Yeah.
Really.
One of the benefits of buying the Lamborghini is that there's still warranty. I can get a new, well, I can't really afford a new one, but if I wanted to get a new one, the warranty would actually still be in effect. I'd have to buy a brand new 458, a 2015 brand new being the last ones that they made. 2015, it's a 7-year warranty, so that means I'd be good till 2022, which means I'd basically have a year of warranty. Thank you so much for letting me drive this. It really did help. Huge thank you to you, Robin. Oh, that sounds so good, for letting me drive your 582. I wish I could say it helped, but now I gotta go drive the 458 and really see. So we're gonna head over to West Coast Exotics in order to drive that. We're really narrowing it down. All right, we just got here at West Coast Exotics because they just listed a red 458 that I want to take a look at, do a little bit of a test drive and get a feel for that to help make my decision a little more clear. Let's not waste any time. Let's pull this outside, cold start. Sounds good. 4.5 liter V8, about 560 horsepower?
570, but who's counting?
10 less than the Huracan?
This one has 560. I'm just kidding. We'll have fun.
Thank you. Oh, I'll be back.
Hopefully.
I might just drive this home. Oh dear. just sitting in this, it's definitely easier to get in and out of. It feels more like a daily, and there's no giant center console here. It looks like most of the buttons are actually on the steering wheel itself. All right, let's hear this. This was Ferrari's last naturally aspirated V8. These cars are actually going up in value right now, which is a huge perk. It's also the first model with the 7-speed DCT dual clutch transmission. I mean, the thing revs to 9K. That's insane.
And all the Honda S2K fools just left the chat.
Yeah, right?
And we're off. Oh, that sounds good already.
Whoa, okay. Oh, that just spun tires. And it's quick and it pulls. It feels faster than the 580. Sorry, Hunter. The shift light on the wheel too. If I got a 458, it would be in the Rosso Scuderia, which is this beautiful red here, or the white. The Russo Scuderia or the Blanco Fuji. I might be screwing up those names. But if I got the Huracan, I'd be getting that in the green, the Verde Mantis, or I'd be getting that one in the white. I do wish I were driving a new 458 because this one does feel a little bit outdated for me if I were to get a supercar for a daily. But this is one beautiful car. This is Turf Wars! You trying to go?
What are you doing?
Turf Wars, let's go! This sounds like a fucking V12.
It's insane.
This sounds so good.
It sounds fucking crazy. You need to come for a ride. It's sick.
Hell yeah.
Did you just buy this?
No, I'm
Oh.
thinking about it though.
Ooh.
I'm between this and the 582.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry I didn't go with the McLaren.
A little salty. A little salty, but it's fine.
Thought about it.
All right, I need to go get gas. This thing's literally on fumes.
Go get gas and come back.
Okay.
Why does that sound so good?
It sounds so good. I have to correct myself because when I was looking for 582s online, the prices must have been significantly marked up because Hunter is telling me that he could get one for just about the same cost of the 458, maybe slightly cheaper, but I am so torn. I am so torn. Do you see how much more room there is in this frunk?
No. Oh yeah, you could fit a whole body in there for sure.
Maybe two bodies in there.
Right? Load them up. Yeah, that's a lot of space.
A lot of space.
So 2-passenger plus Amelia. Just you
Yeah,
run
Hold my beer.
cut a hole.
Oh, God.
Can I get in it?
Try it?
Yeah,
Can I get in
of course,
it?
get in.
And now we gotta get the vacuum out.
Oh yeah, you could close the trunk too.
Yeah. There's like room in here. You know, they have like off-road vehicles you can sleep in. Well, this, you can sleep in the frunk.
This is the overlanding Ferrari 458 Italia.
In almost every way, I love the 458 more than the Huracan, but the Huracan just aesthetically is so much more aggressive. So if I got the 458, I would probably have to cut the fenders and do a wide body kit, but I don't know if I could do that. My heart would hurt cutting the fenders on this car.
Instant torque though.
Instant. And it just sounds so good. This car sounds so good. It makes me really excited for the Z06, you guys, because that's a flat plane crank V8 as well. Before we wrap up, I have to get a ride in Dustin's 570S that just had a fresh exhaust and a tune put on her.
Oh, look at the doors!
Damn! Woo! Some fancy doors.
You ready for a real car, Amelia?
Make me wish I got one of these instead.
Ferrari who? Alright.
Step on it.
We're getting a little squirrely.
Holy shit! Oh, that's great. That's fun.
It's
I almost hit myself with the camera.
and the props just make it so much better.
Oh yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
It's not like way faster, right? But it's just way more fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's the driver experience here, okay?
Absolutely.
The car just overall feels like a
Hey, the
smaller
sketchier
go-kart.
a car feels, the faster it always feels.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thanks for the ride.
Yes.
Love your car.
I'm still sad you didn't get a McLaren, but it's fine. See ya.
We'll race soon together. Let me hear it. Whoa, my God! I don't think he realizes his car's spitting flames. 458 or 582? $1 million question.
458.
458?
Even if I had both sitting here and they were both like free, I would still pick a 458 for me at least.
It's such a tough decision to make.
I like the torquiness of the 458.
Yeah.
And the spaciousness of it. The thing that like we were talking about is like I feel like the Lambo, it just turns more heads. Like the 458 looks like an older person.
A lot of heads just driving back here.
Yeah.
Well, but it feels like an old person car compared to a Lambo, if that makes sense.
That's what I was saying.
Like a little more classy.
It does feel like an older car, but I will say that doesn't mean a body kit can't make it seem more aggressive too.
True. Good point. And if we found you one, if you like that in race seats or with race seats,
Yeah.
interior would look better. I'd like the 458 because the 9,000 RPM red line though.
Yeah, that was sick.
Like
There's nothing that beats like NA power.
The 458 also shifts a lot nicer than the 580.
shifts more aggressive for sure.
Yeah.
If you like that, so do you like that?
Yeah, of
How it's
course.
like you feel it shift.
Yeah, I want it to bite when I'm shifting.
That's when you do the.
Comment below, let me know what you guys are thinking. Actually, I'll comment, do two comments below, one a 580, one a 458, and like which one you guys think I should get to. Sorry, alright, if you guys watched the last video, I just didn't fall in love with this car, but I did narrow it down to the 582 and the 458. This was definitely visceral. I love the feeling of this, but the Huracan, I don't know. I've got a lot to think about. It's cool to see the taillight differences.
I always thought that looked like the Camaro when we first saw
It does look like Camaro taillights.
That's a death trap is what that is.
Oh no.
One of the last
amazing.
good ones. Yeah.
They are because it's like it tries to kill you in the nicest way possible.
That's how I feel about my C8. Thank you so much. I'll let you know what I decide to do. You'll be the first to know.
Deal.
It's a pleasure.
Huge thank you again to not only Robin from this morning for letting me drive the 582, but also West Coast Exotics for allowing me to drive their 458. I hope you have enjoyed the supercar shopping series as much as I have. The search has been narrowed down to 2, and they are so different yet so similar that I am at a loss. I'm leaning towards the 458, but it's so up in the air yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna have a lot of updates coming soon. There's a lot going on in the new year. We're talking new shop, we're talking a new apparel drop, we're talking a lot. So we're also talking a new car, a couple new cars if you consider the Bronco. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye.
I wish I had his reaction.
Well, there's no handle in the car. I was like looking for something
There
to grab.
is. You were holding on to the handle.
Well, my other hand, I was like, oh my gosh.